What are you doing now?
It's a big space. I'm visiting railway engineers, railway company in Manchester. It's near the station, it's a hotel. I'm a good watch chain, good waistcoat. I have business here, plans. And two men, there's one at a desk, the younger man, his clerk, behind me, and I am called Charles.
How old are you now, Charles?
I'm 35. I have a gold ring here.
So you're married?
I am married. Charlotte. She is fond of a blue dress. And I have two children. Little boy, Tim, and a little girl, Madeline. I didn't like that name. My wife chose that. And I have a pug. Causes mischief. I like the pug. Charlotte's dress and the pug. They're photographed. They are there for a photograph. Charlotte's blue dress. This is why I'm looking at them. The pug. Timothy. Madeline. Madeline's hair is in curls. This is a classic photograph. A photograph because I am planning again. Business planning. Planning for the railroad, planning government official.
Do you have a job title?
God. I want to say clerk again, clerk of works, no, it's more than this. I'm a civil servant. I am a minister, a junior minister for railways. Manchester, big job. I don't come from Manchester, and I'm there to do this job. But again, I have got a chill. I'm very cold now. But before I went to Manchester, we had the family photograph. I look very good. I look like... I know what this is. I look like the Queen's husband. I look like the consort to Her Majesty Victoria. And I have got the same thing that he got. I have got cholera. And I am very cold, and I am starting to tremble. I did not leave Manchester. I'm in a bed. I have the same hairstyle as the consort. Why can't I name him? Victoria and Albert. And I am trembling now.
I'm just going to put my hand on your shoulder, Charles, on your right shoulder. Is that okay?
Yes, thank you.
And as I put my hand on your right shoulder, you're going to go back to the time when you were having your photograph taken. There you go. You're going back to the family photo now. So you're not shaking and you're not cold anymore. You're going back to the time when you was having your photograph taken with the children. There you go.
I have had too much port. In the daytime.
That won't please Charlotte.
She's cross again. Charlotte is, she's very pretty. And I love to wind her up. I look very fine today. I have a black moustache. My hair is oiled. I have a fine suit. The photographer is making a great fuss of me. I am a successful man who has had too much port in the daytime.
Well, I hope you haven't had too much port to tell me your last name, Charles.
Bembridge. Bembridge. Charles Bembridge, Esquire. Charles Bembridge, Esquire, clerk to the Ministry of Works, London, SW1. The building is also called Charlotte, or I'm on Charlotte Street. Charlotte Street. My wife is Charlotte. I don't stay in London, I travel. It is a lovely place to work.
And what year would it be now then?
1848. Why two numbers? 1843. Now there are three numbers now. 1838. 1838. 1843. 1848. Charlotte Street. I can see the building. There's a railing, black rails, white building. There's the road, there are streets. There's a boy with a hoop. And I'm arriving. I have a card in my hand and a top hat. I'm looking up at the building.
And this is where you work?
No, I think Charlotte's father. I married the boss's daughter. Yes, I married the boss's daughter, Henry. Sir Henry, I should say.
Oh, and what's his last name, Sir Henry?
Pole. Ridge. Pole. P-O-L. Poleridge. Sir Henry Poleridge. Charlotte Street, London, SW1. Daughter by the name of Charlotte. Wife by the name of Christabel. Haughty Christabel. Oh, Christabel. Henry likes cigars and port, and so do I. Oh, we play a particular kind of snooker, but it isn't snooker. At his club, I play billiards, but it's a strange billiards. There's an unusual game. Billiards, I think, is closest to at our club. I don't play cards for money. So Henry likes a man who can enjoy himself without. And I don't gamble on horses. So Henry, my only vice is a fine waistcoat and a good table. You, sir, are a man after my own heart, said Sir Henry. Charlotte was only 17 when I first met her. She's light and fluffy. Like a meringue. We have a good life. There are 3 servants in my house. Now this is a townhouse. There are 3 servants in the townhouse. Maud is the. What's happened to the older? Maud's now running the house. She used to be the maid. She's now running the house. There's a girl, Cicely. There was an older guy in the kitchen, but he's gone.
What's your house number?
78. 78.
And your address, 78?
78A. So you have half of the house. That can't be right. It's on a column here. 78, black letters. 78. Holden. It's a Dutch word. Hohenzollern Road. Hohenzollern Terrace, London. Hohenzollern Terrace, London. At the end of the road is a garden for the houses. White houses. Hohenzollern Street. Hohenzollern. I like to smoke a cigar.
What's your favourite cigar you like to smoke? I like a nice Havana myself.
No, these are Dutch.
Dutch?
These are Dutch. There's a tobacconist. Russell Square. Tobacconist. Hohenzollern is not far from Russell Square. There's a tobacconist on Russell Square near the museum. Bloomsbury. The name of Simpkin, lovely Simpkin. What a nice guy you are, Simpkin. And he has my cigars. They are called Royal Dutch. Royal Dutch. I buy 6. Simpkin's here. He has a waistcoat, a white shirt, glasses perched on his head. Delightful old fellow. His counter, his glass counter. Glass counter here. Brass with a light always on. He has a chair like this, so you can enjoy before you buy. Red footstool. Sometimes I go talk to Timkin and read the paper with him. You don't always have to buy. He's a lovely old guy. Bad news. Newspaper, death. Death of the Prince. Consort Albert.
Is that in the paper?
Sure. Illustrated London News. A date.
What's the date in the top right hand corner of the paper?
Difficult. 18th. No. February? No. Summer. Upsets me more than I can say. Simpkins has brought me a little something, Madeira. Thank you, sir. Reminds me of passing of my own father. That's why. Somehow was my own father called Albert too? No. Don't like thinking about those things. I'm a happy chap. Let's not be maudlin, Simpkin. Let's not be maudlin. Death comes to us all. Trousers are good today. Grey, black stripe. Ash. Good Madeira.
Well, it's time to go for a walk now, Charles. So let's go out onto the main street. I'm going to walk down here. Just down here is where the Thames is, just down here. Just going to have a little walk down here, just down here. Over the Thames is the bridge. Do you remember that nice bridge?
Near the Commons. Over the Thames.
Is that where it is? The nice bridge?
Embankment.
Oh, let's go there then. Have a stroll down there. When we get to the bridge, Charles, let me know.
You're on the bridge now.
Well, in a moment, Charles, I'm going to click my fingers. And when I click my fingers, I want you to go over this bridge for me. It's okay, don't worry.